Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gracing over this august dais is our honorable chief guest of the day, Member of Parliament, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, esteemed guest of honor, Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami, Trustee SNR and Sons Charitable Trust, our revered Managing Trustee, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, respected Principal, and our distinguished awardees. Equally significant is the gracious presence of the dais, our respected members of the trust, heads of institutions, professors, deans, faculty, alumni, invited guests, friends from press and media, and our dear students. A warm welcome to each one of you as we gather today with pride and joy to celebrate the Foundation Day of PSG College of Technology. I am Dr. K.P. Radhika, joined by Dr. D. Chitra, and we are delighted to be your hosts this evening. To echo the timeless words of Rabindranath Tagore, faith is the bird that feels the light when the dawn is still dark. It was with this profound faith and visionary zeal that the PSG family established PSG and Sons Charities in 1926, driven by an unwavering mission to foster inclusive education and empower youth for nation building. From education to healthcare, rural service to research, PSG and Sons Charities has left an indelible mark on the society. At the heart of this legacy is PSG College of Technology, founded in 1951 by Dr. G.R. Damodaran, which today shines as one of India's premier engineering institutions. Foundation Day is a cherished opportunity to reflect on our achievements and chart the course for our future. This year holds greater significance as we also commemorate the centenary of PSG and Sons Charities and the Platinum Jubilee of PSG College of Technology. On this historic occasion, we take immense pride in honoring our distinguished alumni whose remarkable accomplishments continue to elevate and perpetuate the enduring legacy of our institution worldwide. Adding to the splendor of this milestone year, the presence of Dr. Shashi Tharoor, an erudite statesman of global renown, brings depth, distinction, and a radiant aura to this celebration. With this pride and excitement, we now begin the proceedings of this Foundation Day. Tamil ennum marabu nam uyirin moochu, Tamil thai vaarthu nam otrumayin ootru. To invoke her blessings and begin this evening on a sacred note, I now invite Ms. Preeti P.S., Ms. Treya N., and Ms. Adeline Pranita E. to lead us in singing the Tamil Thai Vaarthu. I request all to rise.
நீராரும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராரும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமெதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறைநுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
A warm welcome sets the tone for a memorable evening. I now invite our principal, Dr. K. Prakashan, to welcome the gathering.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். PSG College of Technology has left an indelible mark in the professional map of India, industrial map of India, and the technical education map of India. இதற்கு இக்கல்லூரியின் நிறுவனர் முன்னோர்களின் இலக்குகள், நிறுவனர் முதல்வர் மற்றும் நிர்வாகத்தின் தொலைநோக்கு பார்வையும் வழிகாட்டுதலும் காரணமாகும். The far-sighted vision and guidance of the founding fathers, the founder trustees, founder principals, and many other well-wishers of this institute. College is giving high-quality education in science, technology, engineering, and management. தனது பிளாட்டினம் ஜூபிலி 75ஆம் ஆண்டு விழாவை கொண்டாடும் இந்நன்னாளில் அனைவரையும் இதயம் கனிந்து வரவேற்பதில் மிகுந்த மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். Good evening, respected Chief Guest for the Foundation Day, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Honorable Member of Parliament for Thiruvananthapuram, Chairman, Parliamentary Committee on External Affairs, Government of India, respected Guest of Honor, Shri D. Lakshmi Narayana Swami, Trustee, SNR Sons Charitable Trust, respected President of the Foundation Day 2025 function, Shri L. Gopalakrishnan Sir, the Managing Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, and Chairman, Governing Council, PSG College of Technology, respected Chairman and Founder Trustee, Shri G.R. Karthikeyan Sir, distinguished alumnus awardees, dignitaries of the dais, members of PSG family, members of trust board, chief finance officer, heads of institutions, former principals of PSG College of Technology, illustrious alumni and alumni all over the globe, and the office bearers of various chapters of Alumni Association. Shri K.M. Chandrasekhar Sir, Professor of Practice, Transformational Leadership, PSG College of Technology, and former Cabinet Secretary, Government of India, present online. My guide, Professor S. Seshan, alumnus of PSG Tech, present online. Deans, heads of departments, faculty members, press and media, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and once again I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. It is the best of times because tariffs trumpet, transformations trumpet, Sindoor shines and moon shines. Poetry sometimes not only provides the aesthetics of insights but can capture the truth of an event in a way social science is rarely able to. By the pleasing touch of the beams of shining moon, the beautiful twilight in her ochre hue unveils the stars in the sky and immerses in the beams of the moon. Stars welcome the moon with their twinkle. Similarly, we are all excited to welcome the chief guest with a big round of applause. On behalf of management, staff, students and alumni, I extend a very warm welcome to the esteemed chief guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Honorable Member of Parliament for Thiruvananthapuram and Chairman, Parliamentary Committee on External Affairs. മുഖ്യ അതിഥിയായ താങ്കൾക്ക് ഊർജ്ജസ്വലമായ ഈ സരസ്വതി ക്ഷേത്രത്തിലേക്ക് ഞങ്ങൾ ഏവരുടെയും ഊഷ്മളവും ഹൃദയംഗമവുമായ സ്വാഗതം. This is a great moment for the campus. I welcome the respected guest of honor, Sri D. Lakshmi Narayana Swami, Trustee, SNR Charitable Trust, a well-known personality, distinguished alumnus of PSG College of Technology. Sir, your presence makes this moment significant and reminiscences of several alumni and teachers present here become live and vivid with your presence. Hearty welcome. I extend a very warm welcome to our respected chairman, Shri G.R. Karthikeyan Sir. Sir, for your presence in the audience and providing a wonderful facility in your vision and supported by the managing trustee. It's really a transformation in the facilities here. Thank you for your presence and your visionary guidance. My heartfelt welcome to our respected managing trustee. Sir, your sweet smile melts down the problems and we are fortunate to work under you. Melts down the problems and we are able to work under you. Thank you for that. I welcome Mr. Srinivas and Ravi, BE Mechanical Engineering 1984, the Distinguished Alumnus Awardee, CMD Craftsman Automation. I welcome Mr. Kottalango Leon, BE Computer Science and Engineering 1992, Distinguished Engineer Sony Pictures USA, Ms. Vanida Kumar, BE Electronics and Communication 1994 batch, Senior Vice President Software Engineering, Qualcomm Technologies US, Mr. Gautaman Ranganathan, BE Production 1995, former Director Oracle America, entrepreneur and angel investor, Mr. Lakshmi Narasimhamurthy, welcome. Co-founder and CEO, Niche Brains, Hyderabad, India, and Mrs. Kavita Krishnan, MCA 1998, Chief Technology Officer, Customer Innovation Services, SAP Labs, Bangalore, India. I welcome the members of PSG family who connect the past with present and provide the truth for future. The members of Trust Board for their vision and mission that are developed in their progressive thoughts and minds. Welcome you all, sirs. Welcome to Chief Finance Officer, and welcome to all the heads of institutions. And I welcome a great person who made this happen really. It is Sri K.M. Chandrasekhar, sir, the former Cabinet Secretary. Sir, your timely visit to the campus and guidance given during all these invitations, everything, it has made a big influence in the program. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I request all of you to give a big applause. Sir is present online. Thank you, sir, for your guidance. Welcome to the Chief of Staff and the other staff from the office of Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Welcome, Dr. Saunak Banerjee and Sunil Kapoor, please. I welcome all the illustrious alumni, Sri AVV, Sri. Many people are there to name, it will take time, so please bear with me. Your presence is very valuable today in the 75th year, and all your achievements speak about the values of PSG College of Technology. Welcome all alumni and various people present online. Welcome to press and media for your presence. Welcome all the faculty members and students. Please have a great time in understanding the value system of PSG College of Technology. To conclude, this moment is a resultant of several Nobel Space Time events. When India was free from the British shackles, there was nothing. It was smashed to smithereens, and like a desert, India was praying for rains. Then the philanthropic mind started, and in some part of South in Coimbatore, 4 brothers lived through their 5th brother. Like 5 elements, they coexisted. And you know when 5 elements coexist, what happens? There will be rain of fertility. So it came as knowledge, and there will be lightning. So this institution, PSG College of Technology, is a lightning that happened in 1951, and that prosperity continues. It is the Anugraha Drishti Vrishti of founding fathers and the founder principal. So it's a great time. It's a great time. And dear students, you are going through a transformation everywhere. Tariffs, trumpet again, please understand. And that word itself is powerful, the word trumpet. You have a great chief guest today. You would have heard of silver-tongued orator or silver-tongued Shastri, V. Shankaranarayana Srinivasa Shastri of Kumbakonam. Up to 1946 he lived. The British were scared of that great personality, the great orator. So here he have a great man of learning, erudition, the knowledge of the whole world. So I think seeing them is another transformation for all of you. So you are all blessed. You have a blessed moment. കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ തനിമ പ്രതിഫലിപ്പിക്കുന്ന ഓണം കൊണ്ടാടുന്ന ഈ സന്തുഷ്ടമായ വേളയിൽ ഞങ്ങളെല്ലാവരുടെയും സ്നേഹനിർഭരമായ ആശംസകൾ മുഖ്യാതിഥിയായ താങ്കൾക്ക് നേർന്നുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ ഉപസംഹരിക്കുന്നു. താങ്ക് യു.
Thank you, sir. அஞ்சாமை ஈகை அறிவூக்கம் இந்நான்கும் எஞ்சாமை வேந்தற்கு இயல்பு. As Tirukkural reminds us, fearlessness, generosity, wisdom, and vigilance are the hallmarks of true leadership. In that spirit, may I now request our respected Managing Trustee, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, to kindly deliver the presidential address.
Good evening to everyone. Please welcome to this program. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Sashi Tharoor, Honorable Member of Parliament for Thiruvananthapuram, Chairman Parliamentary Committee on External Affairs, Government of India, Guest of Honor, Sri D. Lakshminarayan Swami, Trustee of SNR Sons Charitable Trust and PSG and Sons Charities, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, Chairman and Founder Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, PSG Distinguished Alumni Awardees, dignitaries of the dais, Trust Board members, members of PSG family, heads of institutions, invitees, members of the media, faculty members, alumni who come in large numbers, students, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to this 75th Foundation Day of the PSG College of Technology. I extend a hearty welcome to you all. This is a memorable moment in the journey of PSG College of Technology, one of the eminent academic institutions of PSG and Sons Charities. This year is the 100th year for PSG and Sons Charities and the 75th year of the PSG College of Technology, a remarkable milestone indeed. PSG and Sons Charities Trust was established in the year 1926 by a very novel and daring act of charity. 4 brothers of the family, PSG family, adopted charity as their 5th brother and bequeathed 1/5 of their inherited property towards charity. Thus was born PSG and Sons Charities. PSG and Sons Charities has been the pillar of education, healthcare, and philanthropy in Coimbatore for the last 100 years, setting benchmarks in the chosen fields, from primary school to advanced research institutes, from arts and science to engineering and medicine. Our institutions are responsible for the high quality human resource for the society through our 30+ institutions, with about 36,000 students and about 6,500 employees in all our institutions. PSG College of Technology commenced its academic activities on July 16, 1951, and the academic year 2026-27 has been designated as the Platinum Jubilee year. PSG Tech is on the threshold of an exciting era of all-round development in education and research. The Platinum Jubilee of the college is a landmark event in the history of PSG Tech. The Platinum Jubilee year has been planned as a year-long celebration with several international conferences, giving the stakeholders a clear idea about the quality of education and research at the campus, and showcasing the entrepreneurial capabilities of PSG alumni and organizational ability of the faculty and students. A large number of delegates and distinguished experts are expected to participate in these programs, which will carry a positive impression about PSG. PSG Tech has greatly benefited by the benevolence of our alumni through the setting up of various laboratories, sponsorship of equipments, and setting up of endowments for the student community. Close interaction with the alumni has been of immense help to our faculty and students to keep abreast of the state-of-the-art technologies, innovations, and other industry matters. Thanks to our Professor G.R. Damodaran for having built an alumni network around the world, which we carry on very diligently. PSG College of Technology is celebrating its Foundation Day. This year is going to be the PSG Tech Platinum Jubilee Foundation Day. And we have 6 of our alumni who are honored with PSG Tech Distinguished Alumni Award. Mr. Srinivasan Ravi, Chairman and Managing Director, Craftsman Automation Limited. Mr. Cotalango Leon, Distinguished Engineer, Sony Pictures, ImageWorks, USA. Mrs. Vanitha Kumar, Senior Vice President, Software Engineering, Qualcomm Technologies, Incorporated, USA. Mr. Gautaman Ranganathan, Former Director, Oracle America, Incorporated, Entrepreneur, Angel Investor, Software Executive, USA. Mr. Lakshminarayan Murthy, Co-founder of CEO, Niche Brains, Hyderabad. Mrs. Kavita Krishnan, Chief Technology Officer, Customer Innovation Services, SAP Labs, Bengaluru. My best wishes to all the awardees, and I wish them many more such laurels. These alumni are the role models for the students who are undergoing education and create a sense of inspiration in them for their future endeavors. I wish to thank our chief guest and guest of honor who have made time to honor us with their presence. Thank you all for being part of this celebrations. Happy Foundation Day to all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the insightful address. On this Foundation Day, the reflections of our alumni bring to life the spirit and legacy of PSG Tech. We now present a short video, Reminiscences of PSG Tech Alumni. Let us immerse ourselves in these inspiring moments.
So we have with us Mr. A.V. Varadarajan, a very distinguished alumnus of PSG College of Technology belonging to the 1959 batch. Welcome back to the alma mater, sir, to share your very rich experience and reflections with our students, faculty members and all the PSG community.
Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity. Because when I come to this campus, I myself become very emotional because my past experience and good connections, good memories I have. What is called the good wishes of GRD and PSG families. Only because of my meeting with GRD and I had an opportunity to enter into this campus, first as a staff, then as a student. Because of Venkatraman, Professor Venkatraman, I have become a very good student in drawing. I got even university rank in drawing. Other subjects I had very average. So that helped me a lot. And that knowledge, what I gained in geometrical drawing and engineering drawing, that way which Venkatraman has told us, taught us, is something unbelievable. Even today, in my entire life, I have never seen a teacher like that. So that is one reason, major reason for my rise up in my life. Because afterwards, entire products we make based on drawings, design and drawings. And one by one, we have started few companies. Bharat Heavy Electric has wanted machines, castings to be supplied in machine condition. We started building a machine shop, small machine shop, then big machines, then huge machines we bought, huge castings we produced. We gained a lot of knowledge in that. And we are making a turnover of about, all together, maybe about 3,000, 4,000 crores. About now, about 5,000 workers are working. That is the relationship with we enjoyed at the time, that the treatment we got is something memorable. 1962 or 63, Madras University celebrated 100 years. The time they wanted to conduct GRD wanted to conduct a engineering exhibition. First time in Coimbatore. Then students were asked to make models. Models are working models. Mechanical engineering department made two products. One is a small car. A small car, working in condition, small car. That GRD. Then another one is a locomotive engine with the trains, with the rails. In that big area they have made. Now, all the facilities of PSG were utilized and we conducted here 4 exhibitions.
When was that, sir?
88, 91, 94 and 97. Industrial Trade Fair Coimbatore is known as Intech exhibitions. That was a very big turning point in industrial development in Coimbatore. And Golden Jubilee of PG Institute, 86 or 87, we conduct a small exhibition We started a small exhibition. We also joked, what is that you got 3 or 4 types of motors and pumps? What else we are going to hit? We, around the A block, the entire space, there was a lot of space at the time. That space was utilized and we organized a very big exhibition that was named as Products by PSG Products.
Products of PSG products.
Products of PSG
Of
Products.
PSG products. Yes.
படைப்புகளின் படைப்புகள். You can say no institution has created so many entrepreneurs in India. Morning 8 o'clock he will be here, and evening after 5 o'clock he may leave, but by 6:30 he will come to hostel. We go around the hostel. He will ask, in your villages how many people have become engineers? Sir, not even on graduate, sir. Okay, you are admitted.
Good day to all. Today we have with us Professor K. Kasturi Rangayyan, a proud, illustrious and successful alumnus of PSG College of Technology. He is from the first batch, 1951 to 55, BE Mechanical Engineering from PSG Tech.
I feel proud that PSG College, PSG Tech is celebrating its platinum jubilee. It's the 5th engineering college in the state and the first private engineering college.
The first day of your campus life.
காலேஜில் படிக்கும்போது சொல்லப்போனால் கிளாஸ் ரூமில் ஃபேன் ஓட்டுறது புதுசு. நாங்கெல்லாம் இன்ஜினியரிங் டூர் எங்களுக்கு ஏற்பாடு பண்ணுறதுக்கு அந்த காலத்தில் ஒத்துழைத்தில் எல்லாத்தையும் நான் கல்லாறு கூப்பிட்டேன்.
Was there any professor or mentor who have an impact on you?
ஜாமெட்ரிக்கல் டிராயிங் எடுத்த மெட்ராமன் தான் வட்டம் போட்டான்னா கரெக்டாக வட்டமாக இருக்கும். அது இந்த பில்டிங் பேஜ் எங்கள் ப்ரொஃபஸர் கட்டினது, சுப்பையா கட்டினது.
நீங்கள் காலேஜில் படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தப்ப இருந்த ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப்பு, கனெக்ஷன்ஸு
எனக்கு கூட படிக்கிறவங்க எல்லாத்தையும் பிடிக்கும். கோயம்புத்தூர் ஏரியாவிலேருந்து இந்த மணிப்பூரில் ஒரு 15 பேர் கோயம்புத்தூர்காரர் தான். அவங்களெல்லாம் கோயம்புத்தூர் டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட், கோயம்புத்தூர் கோபிசெட்டி பாலரோடு.
இந்த ஜென்ரேஷனுக்கு எஸ்பெஷலி ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு உங்களோட அட்வைஸ் சார்?
நான் பசங்களுக்கு பொண்ணுகளுக்கு சொல்லி கொடுத்தது, நீங்கள் கற்றுக்க வேணும், நீங்கள் செட் அன் எக்ஸாம்பிள். நீங்கள் எல்லாம் நீங்கள் படிக்கிறீங்க, ஆரம்பத்தில் கோர்ஸ் எடுத்து காசு வேணும், அதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் வேலை செய்யுங்க, அப்புறம் சொந்தமாக தொழில் செய்யுங்க.
எஜுகேஷனில் என்ன இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் பண்ணுவோம்?
எஜுகேஷனில் பிஹெச்டிலன்னா நிறைய பேர் மேலுக்கு வந்துட்டு போக முடியாது. பிஹெச்டி தான் சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் எஜுகேஷன். நம்ம நல்லா இருக்கணும், மற்றவங்களும் நல்லா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்றது அந்த பிஹெச்டி ஃபேமிலிக்கு வந்துருக்கு. தேங்க் காட் ஃபார் இட்.
That was indeed special and moving. The reflections of our senior-most alumni brought alive the vision of the founding fathers, the dedication of our principals, and the pride of being part of PSG Tech. We are grateful for them for taking us through this meaningful journey. And we wish to inform a video podcast of our esteemed alumni will be digitally archived on our college website.
Now, it is my privilege to introduce our guest of honor, Shri D. Lakshmi Narayana Swami, Trustee, SNR and Sons Charitable Trust, Coimbatore. A proud scion of the renowned SNR and Sons family of Coimbatore, Shri Lakshmi Narayana Swami holds a B.Tech in Textile Technology from PSG College of Technology, followed by an MBA from Pennsylvania State University, USA. Currently serving as Managing Director of Sri Ramakrishna Mills Limited, Sir has also held the positions of Chairman, of the Southern India Mills Association and the Indian Cotton Mills Federation, representing the apex of the textile sector. Contribution at the global level includes membership on the Spinners Committee of the International Textile Manufacturers Federation. Beyond business, a passion for sports stands out, which is evident as Shah has been instrumental in establishing the international level floodlit cricket ground in Coimbatore and has served as the former Vice President of Coimbatore District Cricket Association, President of Coimbatore Golf Club and Founder Trustee of Coimbatore Golf Trust. As Trustee of SNR and Sons Charitable Trust, the legacy of service continues with 1,000-bed multi-specialty hospital, several premier educational institutions that educate over 21,000 students, and Ramakrishna Vridaksharam, a home for the aged, serving the community for over 5 decades. Truly, our guest of honor exemplifies enterprise, leadership, and philanthropy, blending vision with action. I now request our guest of honor, Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami, sir, to address the gathering.
Very good evening to all of you here today. Our most respected Dr. Shashi Tharoor, our respected MP and Chief Guest, respected Sri Gopalakrishnan, our Managing Trustee, and our distinguished alumni, Mr. Ravi Srinivasan, Mr. Kotalanga Leon, Mrs. Vanitha Kumar, Mr. Gautaman Ranganathan, Mr. Lakshmi Narasimhamurthy, and Mrs. Kavita Krishnan, the trustees, respected principal, respected teachers, staff, dear students, and dear guests. I'm really honored to be here amidst you all this evening. It's a great pleasure to be here amidst you all in this momentous occasion of the 75th year of our PSG College of Technology. A 100-year celebration is known as centennial, while a 150-year celebration is called a sesquicentennial. Since 75 is half of 150, the celebration is called semi-sesquicentennial. Not only is this word fun to say, all your friends will be impressed by your erudition. We have with us Dr. Shashi Tharoor as the chief guest. He is an accomplished person in various fields, a member of parliament, ex-minister of the central government, and presently the chairman of the Parliamentary Committee in External Affairs. He's one of the, I understand, he's one of the youngest persons to get a doctorate. I think at the age of 22. He's an inspiration to all of you, and I'm very happy to share the stage with you, sir. We are here today to celebrate the 75th anniversary of PSG Tech, an institution dedicated to good and humane learning. A 75th anniversary is one of the great natural liturgical moments, and at such a time, we are reminded on every hand by each one of us personal reflections, as well as by the memory of the college, and most certainly of our indebtedness to the teachers and to parents, and to all those who had gone ahead of us in this college. The heritage of the past comes alive, as it were, in the images of the founders who secured for us this privilege of this college in a free land, in the Republic of Learning, and in the Covenant of Faith. To me, this is not only a festive occasion, it's like a homecoming to me. Brings back lovely memories of my 5 years here as a student doing BTech Textiles. The success of this institution has been derived from its clear vision to learn and to apply for the benefit of mankind. This is one of the most important purposes of higher education. And having lived up to its mission, the institution has earned respect and support from all over. We have gathered here with great enthusiasm and pride to celebrate this occasion. The college over the years consistently has delivered exceptional results. Education is the most impactful, transformative mechanism because it brings about equality. It cuts into the inequities and creates a level playing field all over. At PSG Tech, we know change isn't a maybe, it's a must. It's a lesson learned over 75 years of growth from a small engineering college to Coimbator's most diverse and innovative college. We have to necessarily appreciate the founders and the trustees for starting this, then nurturing it and giving it a culture of excellence. In 1950, the college was officially launched by an adventurous and tenacious family. They really didn't have any experience of running or creating a college, but that didn't stop them. They saw a need to provide a place where youth could earn a college degree and grounded in values to use their knowledge as well as education to better themselves as well as others in the community. I'm happy to say this mission has never changed in the last 75 years. The institution is one of the most sought after ones, and the credit totally goes to the management, the teachers, the alumni, the staff, and the students. Teachers have a great influence on the students to develop character, instill ambition and values, and also build confidence. Swami Vivekananda said, I quote him, "We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet," unquote. Our institution has definitely done this and has been a leader in higher education right from the inception. Through it all, they have led the change for positive change in our town also, Coimbatore and beyond, and now working all over the world, building greener cities, fighting for social justice, and working for the greater good. PSG Tech puts students first, emboldening each and every one of them to create better lives for themselves and better communities for all of us. As we celebrate these 75 years and look forward to the next 75, the college continues to ask hard questions, to welcome everyone and to find new ways to move forward, no matter what, because a more equitable, sustainable future is ours to make, and we can only do it all together. One of the things I like most is seeing the support students' academic success as well as finding, hiring and training students and tutors, have seen them flourish and gain confidence in their knowledge and ability to share and support the learning of others also all over. PSG Tech has been an anchor, a steadfast community, a rock and a joy these many years. I'm sure all of the alumni are grateful for all the opportunities afforded. And so all of us did, which led to degrees, graduate assistantships, maybe full-time employment, tutoring, committees, service and adjuncted instructions. Because of this, we have now a community that fits all of us. I'm sure all of you will make countless timeless friendships as well as connections with your friends here. And the love for PSG Tech for these and so many other reasons is endless and forever engraved in my heart. One of the greatest gifts you received at this college is an apprenticeship in the investigation of ideas, learning how to think, to follow the trajectory of a thought, when to proceed methodically or pursue a tangent sometimes for navigating the path to discovery, and most importantly, without getting lost. Compare yourself to an explorer, that's what it is. Between that knowledge and the wide world are a host of unknown, both pitfalls and bounty, and of course, terror. Because, let's face it, breaking new ground may be exhilarating most of the times, but it's also terrifying. It wasn't just education. Another inspiring account is how much fun it was here when we were all studying, all of us should have. Right from the ragging in those days and getting to know the seniors later on very well, playing sport for the college, representing college in other things, and our meeting in the hostel rooms. And also I can't forget watching movies in the hostel area, and truly lovely experience we all used to have. And what was more important was it was full of different people living different lives, and it is these moments that brought us all together. And if you're lucky at some level, you will be as a student. If you're lucky, you'll never lose the sensation of terror that precedes discovery, nor the delight that follows. So if you cannot imagine the future, how do you prepare for it? There are moments in life, and this might be one of the moments that offer us a multidimensional sense of time to see ahead as well as look behind you, assessing what has gone before and to reflect upon, and which has led to up to this instant, and what will hopefully spiral out of it. And you know what the poets call it? The poets call it the lyric, and the lyric moment, as they call it. The stringed musical instrument favored by poets of the day. The lyric moment, therefore, is one that sings, who, when emotions bubble up, they cannot be contained in a paragraph or captured with logic or framed with a photograph. So my final wish for all of you, may you have many, many more moments to sing. Life is short. Don't put yourself in a box. The reason the people, places, books, ideas, etc. make our ears stand up. And one thing, please always follow what attracts you. And today we have with us 5 of our alumni who are the distinguished alumni awardees. My hearty congratulations to all of you. You have done yourself proud. You have succeeded in life, brought accolades for yourself, to your family, your companies, and to this great institution also. And wishing you all more success in future and on all your endeavors. And thanks once again for inviting me to be at my alma mater on this special occasion. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your happy note with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for the stellar pinnacle of our evening. Introducing Dr. Shashi Tharoor is like carrying a candle to the sun. So I'll keep it brief before he dazzles us all himself. A 4-term member of parliament from Thiruvananthapuram and current chairperson of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on External Affairs, Dr. Tharoor is a statesman who has redefined Indian leadership with wit and vision. At just 22, he earned a PhD from the Fletcher School at Tufts University and later became the youngest ever UN Under-Secretary General at 35 years, one of India's highest global posts before inspiring the nation in the parliament. From navigating international crisis to shaping global discourse, his UN tenure remains nothing short of legendary. But that's just the beginning. A literary luminary, Dr. Tharoor has wielded the pen like a wand to craft over 20 acclaimed books. From the satirical masterpiece, the great Indian novel, reimagining the Mahabharata in modern India, to the searing, inglorious empire that shook colonial narratives, and the incisive, the paradoxical prime minister, his works don't just inform, they transform. This literary prowess has brought prestigious honors, including the Sahitya Academy Award and recognition on global most influential lists by the Time and the Foreign Policy magazines. Dubbed the dictionary Don for his dazzling vocabulary and the orator extraordinary for his spellbinding speeches, Dr. Tharoor's eloquence is a force of nature. Whether commanding the TED stage, electrifying parliamentary debates, or trending on X with his razor-sharp quips, he sparks inspiration and ignites minds. The Times of India called him India's voice to the world, while The Guardian hailed his unmatched charisma and intellectual firepower. And let's not forget his digital swagger. With millions hanging on to his every tweet, Dr. Tharoor is a rare leader who bridges the old and new worlds, blending erudition with a playful knack for viral moments. Who else could make words like flaws in nos in nihilipilification, sesquipedalian, and pulchritude leap out of the dictionary, trend over Twitter, and become part of conversations? Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be enthralled, enlightened, and inspired. Put your hands together for a thunderous, roof-raising welcome to the peerless, inimitable, one-of-a-kind Dr. Shashi Tharoor.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Anevarkum Vanakkam. It's indeed a great honor for me to join you today in commemorating the 75th Foundation Day of the PSG College of Technology. You've been part of the nation-building process since 1950. As we participate in this really impressive and well-attended celebration, I'm happy to acknowledge that, of course, it's not just this Platinum Jubilee or semi-sesquicentennial, as we've been told, that we are marking today, but the eve of the centenary of the PSG group of institutions, which, of course, has contributed to the development of the nation since 1926. It's wonderful to be in the presence of dignitaries like Sri Lakshminarayana Swami and Sri Gopala Krishnan, amongst others. And I'd like thus to extend my thanks to the management, to the principal, the staff, and of course the students of the PSG College of Technology for inviting me here as your chief guest on such a special occasion. Let me just delve a little bit at the start about how the young engineers and entrepreneurs standing here today, or sitting here today, I beg your pardon, can draw inspiration from PSG's century-long experiment and see how enterprises can thrive while embracing values of compassion and solidarity, because civic-minded leadership, such as this institution has stood for, can transform cities just as they've transformed the landscape of Coimbatore. To be an engineer is not an individualistic role. It's being an asset to society as a whole, and learning the values of empathy and compassion will only help you progress steadily through life. Your legacy, the PSG legacy, began with industrialist P.S. Govindaswamy Naidu, who believed ignorance was the root of slavery and who sought to spread knowledge that would convert colonial subjects into free citizens one day. In 1926, his four sons created the P.S. Govindaswamy Naidu and Sons Trust, dividing the family estate into 5 shares and dedicating one entirely to charity, adopting charity as their 5th brother. Guided by the motto, "Let there be charity so that others may share my family's prosperity," they established the PSG and Sons Charities to advance education, health, and community welfare. And over the decades since then, the Trust founded a wide network of institutions from the Sarvajana High School. They started building it in 1921. It began serving students in 1924. PSG College of Arts and Science in 1947, this College of Technology in 1951, and of course, I heard that this College of Technology began classes in a small shed before it had its own campus, and eventually 25 to 30 I think colleges and schools spanning engineering, medicine, management, humanities, advanced studies, and so on. Alongside education, PSG has also expanded into industry and healthcare, creating research centers, hospitals, social service programs, and always ensuring that business profits were reinvested for the public good. I think the PSG model is really inspirational. It's profoundly shaped Coimbatore, turning it into a hub for education, healthcare, and industry. Its campuses have produced generations of skilled professionals, entrepreneurs, and global achievers like the ones on the stage with us today, while its hospitals, rural health centers, and welfare projects have uplifted the underprivileged, especially women and children. Rooted in the principle that sharing is caring, PSG continues to subsidize education for poor but meritorious students, embodying socially responsible entrepreneurship in an era of rising materialism. I must say, this century-long record of devotion proves that prosperity and compassion can coexist. Indeed, one can argue should coexist. I am really pleased that you're using this special occasion to honor so many distinguished alumni. I had read somewhere that years ago, one of your more remarkable alumni was a gentleman called G.D. Naidu, who was known as the Edison of India. Starting with a bicycle repair shop, he came up with numerous innovations, from a petrol engine that ran on kerosene to a razor blade sharpener. Fostering an innovative and entrepreneurial spirit has clearly been a hallmark of the PSG group of institutions, and I don't know what new innovations the students sitting here will one day come up with. Coimbatore, fondly called the Manchester of the South, is known worldwide for its textile industry and is also termed as the pump city for its motor and pump production. But I'd like to hope and argue that the prowess of the city with its engineers and textiles is such that rather than simply being labeled the Manchester of the South, it's time that the young people here step forward and uphold the name and legacy of the city, so that tomorrow Manchester is called the Coimbatore of the West instead. Perhaps to build change makers, we need more institutions like the PSG College of Technology more than ever. For globally, humankind is grappling with a series of insurmountable or seemingly insurmountable challenges that require highly gifted, creative, and hardworking engineers to deal with, such as those I see in this packed audience. In 2025, as engineers the world over reckon with a succession of great difficulties, they find themselves not simply at the intersection of technology and progress, but at the very heart of humankind's bleakest fears. In my view, it's your ingenuity and resolve that will empower us to surmount these formidable challenges and lay the foundations of a sustainable, secure, and equitable future, which is doubtless the need of the hour. Allow me, therefore, to dwell in some detail on these challenges that we, as a gathering of global citizens in the truest sense of the term, will have to rise to meet. At this point of history, clearly the specter of climate change looms large over the engineering fraternity, demanding solutions from you that are not only creative but immediate. As Indians, we're all haunted by climate change, whose manifestations can be seen everywhere in our nation, from the devastating landslides in Wayanad, not so far from here, to intense floods in Assam last year, the harrowing cyclone Ramal, and not to mention the latest landslides and flash floods in Punjab. Even here in Tamil Nadu, the effects of climate change have been apparent, be it the 2015 Chennai floods, cyclones such as Varda, Oki, Gaja. In fact, owing to Tamil Nadu's vast coastline, as many as 14 districts, including Chennai, Cuddalore, and Kanyakumari, are highly vulnerable to cyclones, depressions, storm surges. Climate change and global warming are worsening the situation, especially with more flash floods and landslides being triggered by our merciless monsoons lately. Climate scientists say that the Bay of Bengal is experiencing accelerated sea level rise, a faster rate of warming, and a greater risk of compound events like marine heat waves and tropical cyclones. Changes in monsoon systems, deep cloud systems, are affecting the mixing of ocean layers, which are directly contributing to the increase in seasonal occurrences of dead zones in the Bay of Bengal, which reduce marine life and productivity, directly affecting the coastal and fishing communities. As an MP from a coastal area myself in Kerala, with a large fishing community, I am greatly conscious of this. I've often told even our Prime Minister, if we lost 6 inches of land to China, there would be a national uproar. But I have lost 64 square kilometers of my constituency in the last 16 years just to coastal erosion because of climate change and sea rises and seas attacking our coast in Kerala. This is the kind of challenge that we are all looking at. And this situation, the climate disorder, comes to us at a time when we have no option but to reconcile the demands of unrelenting industrialization and urban expansion with the need to preserve our planet's dwindling resources, a need that cannot be ignored. The quest for renewable energy, often hailed as a panacea for our environmental woes, has reached a critical juncture. While solar energy, wind energy, hydropower all require engineers, they made big strides. Engineers are now battling the conundrum of energy storage and grid stability. How do we harness and store energy from such intermittent sources as the sun and the wind? According to some, the answer may lie in breakthroughs in battery technologies, advances in lithium-ion alternatives, perhaps the development of hydrogen storage systems, which promise to stabilize the grid, thus ensuring a reliable energy supply even during the fluctuations of nature, when such sources of renewable energy as sunlight and wind or water are not consistently available. This may be on account of variations in the availability of sunlight, for example, at night or when the sky is cloudy, changes in wind patterns through the day and across the seasons. And these are all challenges that engineers today are grappling with. We must also reimagine the infrastructural bare bones of our urban spaces through the prism of sustainability. Engineers must strive to construct buildings that are resilient to the rigors of climate change and do not cast a damning carbon footprint. The advent of such green building materials as self-healing concrete, carbon-absorbing bricks, is merely the beginning of sustainable building, sustainable urbanizing revolutions that are taking place. Again, if you're interested in civil engineering, that's something to think about. As many of you may already know, in 2023, a Belgian brick company, Van der Sanden, created CO2 negative facing bricks that necessitate fewer materials and absorb carbon dioxide rather than produce it. As for older constructions, which are wholly lacking in sustainable features, in order to ensure that they remain functional without damaging the environment in the long run, civil engineers will have to rise to the occasion and retrofit them with environmentally friendly materials and innovation. Exacerbating the challenges of interminable industrialization and urban expansion is the concerning fact that urban centers around the world, thanks to humankind's ever-expanding population, are mushrooming at an unprecedented rate. According to the UN, owing to both demographic shifts and overall population growth, about 2.5 billion people could be added to cities, to urban areas, by the middle of the century. So by 2050, 2 out of every 3 people are likely to be living in cities, other urban centers. India alone should have added by then, by 2050, a dizzying 416 million, 41.6 crore urban dwellers. In the face of these alarming projections, engineers like you will absolutely have to reimagine the very essence, the very blueprint of city life. For the cities of tomorrow will not only have to be smart, but resilient, capable of withstanding the threats of climate change, natural disasters, overpopulation, which are mushrooming as rapidly as the world's population is. Engineers involved in urban planning and civil engineering must be in the vanguard of constructing resilient infrastructure. This is no mean task, as they will have to construct infrastructure from traditional houses to lofty skyscrapers, flyovers to underground tunnels or underwater tunnels that can withstand earthquakes, floods, storms, without succumbing to the ecological vagaries of a world that is rapidly becoming more and more environmentally fragile. Potential solutions may entail green roofs that absorb rainwater, for example, reducing the urban island heat effect, whereby the urban area is significantly warmer than the surrounding rural areas. Permeable pavements, perhaps, that mitigate flooding by allowing rainwater to collect in an underlying reservoir, from where the water ultimately seeps into the soil or is removed through subsurface drainage. Every aspect of urban design will have to be reconsidered, and with sustainability and resilience in mind, tailored to the frightening whims of an overpopulous and over-urbanized world facing the vagaries of nature. But it's not just physical resilience that engineers must make your priority. For equally important, systemic resilience, embracing evolving technologies. The advent of smart cities, for example, appears as a beacon of hope. Deploying sensors, artificial intelligence, big data, smart cities can optimize everything from energy consumption to traffic flow, making urban life far more efficient and adept at countering disruptions. The foremost challenge lies in smoothly embedding these technologies in existing infrastructure without creating unnecessary economic and social problems. And there again, creativity, innovation, smarts are required. I used to chair, in between two stints in the External Affairs Committee of Parliament as chairman, I used to chair the IT Committee of the Parliament. And I must mention, of course, something that worried many of us there was cybersecurity. Securing our virtual ramparts, as it were, behind which significant portions of our lives are led. Even nearly 3.5 years after the COVID pandemic, we are even more married to our telephones and mobiles than ever before. As our world marches on and on towards wholesale digitization, the critical infrastructure that sustains modern civilization, our power grids, transportation networks, national security and governmental frameworks, healthcare systems, communication platforms, have all come under the mortally perilous threat of cyber attacks. Engineers have no option but to proceed with the assumption that every system you devise, every code you write, every software you build is vulnerable to cyber attacks and can be a target for hackers, both state-sponsored and rogue, such as terrorist groups. So on the battlefield of cybersecurity, engineers must lead from the front. Lay people have to entrust you not only with safeguarding their digital infrastructure, but anticipating the threats that may emerge from the inexorable advancements of artificial intelligence and quantum computing. In my view, the solution has to be to adopt a multifaceted approach. Cybersecurity demands the finest minds. I'm sure some of you present in this room will want to go into that field. As the sentinels who guard our electronic data, you must deploy a host of measures, from implementing state-of-the-art encryption bulwarks to designing redundant systems that can withstand breaches, perhaps by duplicating systems designed to take over if the primary system fails, and thus serving as a fail-safe in the event of a cyber attack. You will also have to work in concord with governmental and private sectors, forging the path ahead, the path to a digital secure world through consensus, collaboration, and shared knowledge. Not only this, you have to develop systems and security measures that can adapt to the dynamic nature of cyber threats, using artificial intelligence perhaps to anticipate threats, nip them in the bud before they manifest. Ultimately, we must understand that the crucial challenge lies not in the technology itself, but in cultivating a culture of smart thinking, of cybersecurity awareness. Any secure system is only as strong as its weakest link, and more often than not, that link is the human link. That is to say, engineers must, in partnership with lawmakers and policymakers, devise both the tools of defense and the educational frameworks that will ensure that we as a world understand and embrace the importance of cyber hygiene. Now, in recent years, of course, India has nurtured a culture of innovation and enterprise, much more than before. A young population like you that increasingly aspires to start businesses, solve problems, find innovative alternatives. But with the rolling tides of time, our engineers must also embrace the entrepreneurial tide blazing across the country. No sooner had entrepreneurship taken off in our country in the early 2000s than it began scripting a glorious transformative saga for India's economy. In the years since, this momentum has been fueled by the growth of our economy. A vast reservoir of talent stemming from all parts of India has contributed. The advent of incubators, a generous inflow of venture capital, not enough one might say, but both domestic and foreign are coming in. India has now emerged in recent years as the second largest destination for venture capital and growth funding in the Asia Pacific, especially in areas like consumer tech, fintech, and software as a service. Then, of course, we've got the boundless global appeal of entrepreneurs like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and all these, Jeff Bezos, Sam Altman for the younger generation. They have a place in popular culture that must be inspiring some of you as well. They have cults of personality around them, and that, I think, has already spawned in India a whole series of podcasts, entrepreneurial and fintech influencers on Instagram, on X, on Facebook, and such reality television as the enormously popular Shark Tank India, all of which is forging an aspirational culture dedicated to nourishing and encouraging and strengthening startups. In fact, I think on the Shark Tank India platform, various engineers like Anmol Saxena and Ashima Batra have already showcased Indian entrepreneurial spirit. And as a result, startups have suffused our economy. They're becoming ubiquitous, rapidly emerging as a global epicenter of entrepreneurship. India now boasts of the world's third largest startup ecosystem. We have over 159,000 startups, more than 160 unicorns, dominating such sectors as fintech, e-commerce, and healthcare, and cumulatively valued at more than $500 billion. We're only just behind the US and China, which is not bad. From Zoho to Zomato, from Card Dekho to Cred, legions of Indian unicorns have risen to tower over our economy, making benchmarks in innovation and even prompting global players in the Indian market to shudder for fear of being eclipsed. When the angel investor Eileen Lee first coined the term unicorn to refer to startups valued at over $1 billion, she meant to refer to something mythical, something rare. But India is proving her wrong because far from being rare or mythical, our unicorns are preponderant, multiplying by leaps and bounds every year. In fact, in the realm of fintech alone, India has built 26 unicorns, including one decacorn, $10 billion, together valued at over $90 billion. So Indians today, both at home and abroad, and we have some on the stage who are from abroad, some are still working at home, whether it's CEOs in Silicon Valley or entrepreneurs in Bengaluru, they're all at the forefront of propelling innovation and sparking off disruption, vindicating the American inventor and futurist Ray Kurzweil's dictum that the world in the 21st century will not experience 100 years of progress, but because of the dizzying rate of technological advancement, it will actually experience 20,000 years of progress in the next 100 years. No wonder then that an impassioned India has plunged headlong into things like generative artificial intelligence. Stanford University has a 2024 AI Index report identifying India with over 300 AI startups as one of the countries with the most AI startups in the world. And in fact, I was saying to our seniors here at the PSG institutions that AI must be amongst the new focuses of this illustrious College of Technology. There's a report published by the Boston Consulting Group saying that India leads the world in ChatGPT usage, having surpassed even the United States, which is where the whole generative AI revolution began. Unfortunately, some of the students are using ChatGPT for less respectable purposes, but we'll gloss over that for now. Nonetheless, the fact is there is a great deal coming out in the AI domain, and though it's a cliche now to say that the I in AI has come to stand for India, and I was told at PSG that the A stands for your alumni, so we have got A and I together right there. I'm hoping that we will come up with something truly Indian. For example, with our linguistic diversity, We can build some of the first multilingual large language models. Indian startups are shining the AI spotlight on our 22 official languages, enabling Indians nationwide to reap the benefits of modern technology in their own mother tongues. Moreover, a joint report by NASSCOM and BCG predicts that our AI market will touch a staggering $17 billion within 2 years. With all our major urban centers like Bengaluru being at the forefront of the startup scene, the years to come will witness a surge catalyzed hopefully by improved infrastructure and increased digital connectivity of entrepreneurial zeal in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities like Coimbatore and my own Thiruvananthapuram. Not only have we been starting innovative startups ourselves, Jaipur, a Tier 2 city, already boasts of the unicorn car Dekho, the first produced in a Tier 2 city. My own constituency boasts the annual Huddle Global, India's largest beach startup festival, which is attracting entrepreneurs and innovators from across the world. And in fact, NASSCOM says the Indian startup landscape is slated to create more than 1.25 million direct employment opportunities by the end of this year alone. So this entrepreneurial energy is part of economic well-being. But we have to encourage it through access to credit markets, skills training, and mentorship, so that we can strengthen financial independence and job creation and maintain financial and occupational wellness on the way. And as I said, even though you're all studying engineering, and very often the old idea was that it'll lead to a secure job, you must develop the spirit of enterprise. That's the way of the future. That's already the way today. And as I said, our enterprises are already so successful that they have generated over 1.6, our startups have generated over 1.6 million jobs, that's 16 lakh jobs directly, signaling that youth-led enterprise is already becoming a cornerstone of our economy. So fostering innovation, risk-taking, and new ventures is a crucial new pillar to our own well-being in this country. I've always believed that Indians are innovators par excellence. The urge to innovate is ingrained in us from our early days. Innovation and disruption have both been in our culture throughout. And I must say, we have had a talent for what Schumpeter used to call creative destruction. We were in many ways a country that was ahead of the whole world in the realms of science, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. Ours is the land of Ayurveda, that famous medicinal system of ancient India, with its herbs, oils, massages, and other therapies. And now we're spreading it around the world. Even Switzerland has recently recognized Ayurveda as a science. Ours is the land where the zero was invented. Sometimes people fear that that's all we're inventing is zero. We can do more than that. The decimal system has been made a reality here. Over 2,000 years ago, Shushruta conducted the world's first known plastic surgery operation, a rhinoplasty, a nose job, and the actual procedures have been recorded and found. The instruments have been dug up by archaeologists. Here too were heard long before Copernicus in the West, the first few rumblings of heliocentrism, that the Earth goes around the sun and not the other way around. And this is something that ancient Indian astronomers realized centuries before Galileo. The impulse to innovate has thus been a defining characteristic of the Indian mind and civilization from time immemorial. Of course, engineers are never wrong. They just find alternative solutions, right? So that's something that we must embrace as it's part of our Indian temperament. We like to find innovative solutions to everyday problems. And that's why in North India they have this term called jugaad, which is in some ways a band-aid solution. But it's more than that. It's also not just a quick shortcut to solve a problem. It is the innovatory impulse to beat the tendency just to make do, but to find innovative and ingenious ways of unconventional and creative answers to the conventional challenges people face. And so you often find non-traditional solutions to traditional problems. I've come across a story of a villager who constructed a makeshift vehicle to transport livestock and goods by rigging a wooden cart with an irrigation hand pump repurposed as an engine, or a commonplace machine or household objects refashioned in ways that their manufacturers would never have imagined. In Punjab, for instance, at the heat of the summer, locally manufactured washing machines doubled as churners to make lassi, the buttermilk, the more, the sambaram. Here we have cooling technologies coming out of a washing machine. Why not? Shops were very often too tiny to accommodate a full washing machine, so some innovators decided to repurpose a table fan, attach blades to create portable blenders. So you don't have room for a washing machine, you can convert a table fan into a mixer. Everything in India is reusable and imaginable. You just need an Indian engineer by your side, right? Instead of complicating or embellishing our products, we can strip them down to their bare bones. Reinventing the wheel to lethal effect, we can make them affordable, durable, and useful. I know the Tata Nano was a marketing disaster and it's being discontinued, but as an innovation, it was a phenomenal product, and I talked about it for years because of the fact that it stripped down so many things people used to consider essential in cars and created a car that worked and was incredibly inexpensive and affordable. So we know how to think outside the box. We know how to come up with creative ways to work within limited resources. And that's why I think we are ranked today in the Global Innovation Index 2024 as 39th amongst the 133 economies they rank worldwide. You all know the story, I'm sure, of the engineer who's summoned to an urgent problem because a very expensive and complicated imported machine had suddenly stopped working, and this company needed someone locally who could fix it. So they called this engineer. She taps it here, she taps it there, she looks down, she looks sideways, she looks behind the machine, and then, like a magician about to perform her most legendary trick, she fiddles around with some switches and buttons and pushes something, and voila, with a loud click and bells and whistles, the machine starts working. So how much do we owe you, says the Indian multinational representative with his imported machine. And she says, oh, 25 lakh rupees. And this fellow's face dropped, and 25 lakh rupees for 5 minutes work. So she says, yes, the solution itself is only 5 minutes. But the fee is for the 25 years I have spent to acquire the knowledge to know which button to push on this machine. So sometimes, it's not about the fix, it's about knowing what the problem is, the ability to diagnose it and find a solution. And that's something that's really important, that's the cutting edge. Knowing which button to push is sometimes what you learn here and find out in the course of working and applying what you've learned. So I do want to say that it's extremely important that you be prepared to fix the real ground problems facing our people everywhere. And it's to confront in the process the possibility of failure. No visionary in any field has ever walked this earth without experiencing either failure or what it feels like to have the odds stacked against you. Yet if we today hail somebody as a visionary, it's not because they attained an unblemished track record of success. It's because despite repeatedly failing, they get back up on their feet, they dust themselves off and soldier on, not halting to rest until they've scaled the summit of their dreams. And I will say this to the young people here, that one thing that's on India's favor is that age is on our side. After all, more than half our population is under 30. Not only are we the world's most populous nation, we are amongst the world's youngest, and 14.2% of Indians between the ages of 18 and 34 are already engaged in some kind of entrepreneurial activity or another. Nearly 50% of India's youth was deemed employable in 2023, and yet we have soaring unemployment. So what do you do? If people aren't giving you jobs, go out and create your own. Unemployment has actually sharpened India's entrepreneurial spirit. It's motivated young people to envisage disruptive startups in the middle of the job crunch. Be job creators and not job seekers. Nothing wrong with that. Given the majority of preeminent Indian startups were launched by young and dynamic Indians, we've got to channel our ambitious, innovative, and hardworking youth's drive into conducive avenues, empowering them to transition from, as I said, seeking jobs to creating them, ensuring your creativity, your brilliance is not snuffed out by the dearth of opportunities in the job market. Yes, ideally, we'd like to have a good, open job market for you, and that's why so many are going abroad, but that's not really the answer. If you're joining a dynamic, competitive, productive, youthful workforce, then you can be the powerhouse of the world sitting right here in India, as long as you take the risk, take the reins in your hands. And I must say that we have learned some hard lessons in recent years about over-reliance on international supply chains. Whether it's COVID pandemic, which exposed the vulnerabilities of the global supply chain, whether it's geopolitical tensions like the Russia-Ukrainian war, which have worsened our woes in terms of international availabilities, whether it's Mr. Trump and his tariffs, which have savagely cut export markets for some of our goods. The fact is, supply chains need to be, from our point of view, not just efficient, but also as immune as possible to global cataclysms, external pressures, whether it's wars, whether it's a president with his own ideas, whatever it may be. And this is vital in manufacturing, where repeated delays in the supply of critical ingredients and materials. China, for example, withheld rare earths and materials and magnets and boring machines and various other essential elements and paralyzed many of our manufacturing firms for several months in recent times. All of this can bring an entire industry to its knees, and that's why we need to find our own solutions at home. You must expedite the deployment of such cutting-edge technologies as predictive analytics, machine learning, anticipate and mitigate disruptions, go on for better supply chain risk management, localize production and improve it. There are advancements now in 3D printing and automation, which we can also take on. Reduce our dependence on international supply chains by lowering shipping costs and carbon emissions. Eliminating delays, because now we have things at home. Safeguard our local industries from geopolitical and environmental catastrophes. So all of these things that I outlined are merely a few of the major challenges that the world faces today and that perhaps only you engineers can help us surmount. An expectant humankind looks to you, my dear engineering students, that you will firmly deliver our world from the difficulties that bedevil it. To be a questing Indian is also to quest for a better, brighter future, whose hallmarks will be the peace, prosperity, and progress we all seek, that will sustain development, that will be ecologically friendly, and at the same time, that will be fueled by your effort, your sweat and tears. I don't doubt that all of you, as members of the thriving Indian engineering fraternity, will deploy your boundless creativity and prowess in propelling our world to that new age we all eagerly anticipate, one in which humanity may live in harmony and not in conflict. But till then, we have a job to do in this country. You have to be the architects of our country's future and therefore of the world's. And I'm confident that with the preparation you've got at the PSG College of Technology, you will succeed in this monumental endeavor. I was wondering what advice to leave the students here with, and I decided I couldn't do better than Steve Jobs. When he gave a commencement address at Stanford in 2005, 20 years ago, about 20 years ago at this time, he said one simple slogan: stay hungry, stay foolish. Stay hungry means do not ever be satisfied with your current level of knowledge or accomplishments. Stay hungry for more. Want to learn more, want to achieve more. What does stay foolish mean? It means be willing to take risks, not be conditioned by what others consider to be safe or realistic. In India, I too grew up in a middle-class family like many of you, and the desire for job security, for not taking risks, for having secure office to go to and a pension to look forward to, that dominated most of us. Those days are coming to an end, my friends. Be prepared to take risks. Be prepared to pursue your curiosity where it will go. Open to new ideas, even if they seem foolish to others. To think differently and never be afraid to fail. This has helped me in a very different field, that of public life, of international affairs, and of contemporary Indian politics. I have not been afraid to think differently, to express my thoughts differently, and to take the consequences if necessary. Be prepared to fail, but stand up for what you believe in and what you can achieve, and to my mind, you will be able to move the world. The future is India's. It's for the giving and for the taking, and I'm sure one day it'll soon be available for pre-order on an app created, of course, by an Indian engineer from PSG College. Thank you very much.
We extend our profound gratitude.
Jai.
We extend our profound gratitude to Dr. Sashi Tharoor for his evocative address. Your words have not only enlightened us this evening, but will echo through the corridors of PSG Tech, leaving a lasting imprint on our students. By weaving together themes of problem solving, identity, innovation, risk-taking, and institutional legacy with such eloquence, I'm sure the spirit of this celebration is elevated and reminds us of the higher purpose that education must serve. Thank you, sir. Having been inspired by the words of our chief guest, Dr. Sashi Tharoor, it is now our privilege to express our gratitude formally. May I now request our Managing Trustee, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, to kindly come forward and present a memento to Dr. Sashi Tharoor, Member of Parliament, as a token of our appreciation and respect for his presence and address on this Foundation Day. Ladies and gentlemen, give it a big round of applause.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our Managing Trustee to present a memento to our guest of honor, Sri D. Lakshmi Narayana Swami, Managing Trustee of SNR Sons Charitable Trust, in appreciation of his gracious presence with us today.
We now come to a truly special part of this Foundation Day celebration, honoring the exemplary achievements of PSG Tech alumni. The Distinguished Alumni Award recognizes alumni whose remarkable contributions have made an impact on society, industry, and the community at large. This year, 6 outstanding alumni have been chosen for these notable accomplishments and dedication. It's our privilege to celebrate their journeys, their excellence, and the pride they bring to PSG Tech.
At the outset, it is my honor to introduce our first awardee, Mr. Srinivasan Ravi, Chairman and Managing Director of Craftsman Automation Limited. Hailing from a family of medical professionals with modest beginnings, he graduated in mechanical engineering from PSG College of Technology in 1984 and chose the entrepreneurial path from day one. Through Craftsman Automation, he has established a strong global presence with the company listed on both BSE and NSE and expanded operations in Germany, serving leading domestic and international brands. His accomplishments have also earned him several accolades, including the Roots CMA Best Entrepreneur Award, the Outstanding Entrepreneur of the Year by TIE Chennai, Entrepreneur of the Year 2015, and the Outstanding Citizen of Coimbatore Award. Your journey of excellence is a true source of pride for PSG Tech. To formally announce the Distinguished Alumnus Award, may I now invite our principal to kindly read the citation for Mr. Srinivasan Ravi.
PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, Distinguished Alumnus Award awarded to Mr. Srinivasan Ravi, Chairman and Managing Director, Craftsman Automation Limited, Coimbatore, in celebration of his visionary leadership in transforming Craftsman Automation into a publicly listed global manufacturer for promoting FDI, driving strategic acquisitions and building a nationwide industrial presence, for fostering teamwork and precision inspired by his passion for sports and for creating jobs, building world-class facilities and earning accolades from premier industry and civic bodies, reflecting his ambition, values and foresight while creating a lasting impact in Indian industry. Awarded on the occasion of Foundation Day, 3rd September 2025, Managing Trustee and Chairman Governing Council.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami to present a shawl to Mr. Srinivasan Ravi, and we have the honor of inviting our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Shashi Tharoor, to present the Distinguished Alumni Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding this remarkable achievement. Thank you, dignitaries. We request Mr. Srinivasan Ravi to share a few words.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, esteemed faculty, my fellow alumni, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today with a heart full of gratitude to be honored by Alma Mater PSG College of Technology as distinguished alumni. It is one of the most meaningful recognitions I could ever receive. I would like to express my deep respect and thanks to Dr. Shashi Tharoor, our guest of honor, Sri D. Lakshminarayan Swami, and our beloved Managing Trustee, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, and Chairman of PSG's charity, Ms. G.R. Karthikeyan, for their presence today. My sincere thanks also to the management, principal, faculty, staff, and students of PSG Tech for this honor. When I look back to 1984 as a young mechanical engineer, stepping out of this very campus, I carried with me not only the technical engineering knowledge, but also the values, the discipline, and the confidence PSG installed in me, which helped me in the later part of my life. This became a foundation which I could build my professional journey and eventually shape Craftsman Automation into what it is today. Whatever I achieved is not mine alone, it's a reflection of the guidance of the teachers, the support of my colleagues, the mentors, and the encouragement of my family. This award truly belongs to all of them. With this, I would like to dwell a little upon my history. First batch of the 4-year college of when engineering changed from 5 years to 4 years. So we were extended by 6 months. That was when I gave up my passion of basketball, stopped basketball. I was supposed to be the captain of the PSG college team that year, but I stopped going to the court. Started my business with 1 lakh of rupees for my father with 2 belt-driven lathes. These are 1950 designed products. So I didn't give enough attention to the project work. The 6 months was only project work because the course ended in 4 years, but it was extended by 6 months not to allow us to pass out along with our seniors. So 2 of my project mates are here. I gave them a tough time because I always was at my workshop. This laid the foundation for my future. What I can communicate to the students here is that on the dais, along with me, there are 6 fellow awardees. What is different is I never worked anywhere. My parents were doctors. They were self-employed. They took a leap of faith. They resigned their jobs. They set up their own private practice. I've seen them struggle and bring us up. So when I said I don't want to do medical, they said, okay, fine, do whatever you want. After taking engineering, then I decided I will not go to US along with my friends. Most of them are in US, and some of them are here, of course. So having charted our own journey, it took a long time to establish Craftsman, and now we are one of the leading machine shops, not only in the country, but globally renowned. Dr. Sashi Tharoor mentioned during the coffee table talk about artificial intelligence. He also expressed a lot during his delivery here now. But he made one thing, please move fast on that, otherwise the Chinese will eat our lunch. So having seen that in the mechanical field, we looked at the opportunity in 2020. We are working on power generation for data centers very silently from 2020. We established infrastructure. We have publicly brought it to the notice of our shareholders in 2024. So we are working with all the top 5 companies who make power generation for the data centers. You know, it is energy guzzling. This is the future. So the students of PhD, let me say this, the world offers today more opportunities and challenges than we could ever imagine in the 1980s. You can get world information with your ChatGPT within a few seconds, which we had to score libraries for. Equip yourself with skills, but curiosity, resilience, and courage to dream big, and always remember excellence is not a one-time achievement, it is a long-time, lifelong pursuit. So, as a company, as an individual, we are still reinventing ourselves to be resilient and survive for the future. I'm happy to say that tariff has no impact on craftsmen at all. We suffered in the 2004 when India had a lot of forex reserves. So rupee appreciated by 10% from 48 to 44 rupees. All the export benefits were removed from 9% to 1%. We were 80% export. Second, we were hit by the Lehman crisis. We survived both, of course, with a lot of trouble. This time, I don't even read about tariffs. Whatever we export, the customer picks at our doorstep, at our factory, and they need the products at whatever tariff it may be. So that's where we stand today. As I accept the award, I do with humility and a renewed sense of responsibility to continue contributing to industry, to society, and to the reputation of this great institution. Thank you once again, PSG Tech, for shaping my life and bestowing upon me the wonderful honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee is a true pioneer at the intersection of technology and creativity. Hailing from Tuticorin and nurtured in Coimbatore, Mr. Kotlango Leon graduated in computer science from PSG College of Technology, a journey that launched him to global acclaim in the world of digital entertainment. At Sony Picture Image Works, he has been instrumental in creating tools that powered some of the most celebrated films of our time, including Hotel Transylvania, the Academy Award-nominated Over the Moon, and the Academy Award-winning Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. PSG Tech takes immense pride in honoring such a remarkable alumnus whose journey reflects innovation, excellence, and impact. To formally announce the Distinguished Alumnus Award, may I now invite our principal to kindly read the citation for Mr. Kotlango Leon.
PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, Distinguished Alumnus Award awarded to Mr. Kotlango Leon, Distinguished Engineer, Sony Pictures Image Works, California, USA. In celebration of his Academy Award for Oscar-winning innovations in digital cinema, including the creation of IT View at Sony Pictures Image Works, and for his elevation as Corporate Distinguished Engineer at Sony, honoring his visionary contribution to the evolution of cinematic technology. In recognition of his global advocacy for open source creative technologies and his founding of the Ethel Foundation, which supports transformative education initiatives in rural communities, demonstrating a sustained dedication to inclusive innovation and social impact, awarded on the occasion of Foundation Day on 3rd September 2025, Managing Trustee and Chairman, Governing Council.
I now call upon Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami to present a shawl to Mr. Kotlango Leon, and we have the honor of inviting our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Sashi Tharoor, to present the Distinguished Alumni Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding sir for his remarkable achievement. We now look forward to hearing a few words from our celebrated alumnus, Mr. Kotlango Leon.
Good evening, everyone. அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கங்கள். Respected Chief Guest Dr. Sharith Tharoor, Guest Honor of Sri D. Lakshmi Narayanaswamy, Managing Trustee Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, our Principal Dr. Prakasan, Honorable members of the PSG management, esteemed faculty, fellow awardees, students, and distinguished guests. I stand before you today with immense gratitude and humility to receive the Distinguished Alumnus Award from my alma mater, PSG College of Technology, in this very special year, the 75th anniversary of this great institution. PSG Tech was absolutely crucial in shaping my life's path. I found my passion in science and technology in a very young age and was fortunate to have parents who were very transformative in my early education. I found my passion for, by transitioning from a remote rural area to Tamil medium government school to an elite college like PSG Tech was tough. But however, PSG Tech provided the most welcoming and supportive environment I could have wished for. I was very fortunate to have known extraordinary professors Dr. Nadarajan, Dr. R. Moganathanan, Dr. Chitra, Dr. A.V. Varadarajan, many of whom are here today, whose encouragement and quiet support continue to guide me to this day. Their influence extended far beyond the classroom, instilling in me values of perseverance, curiosity, and humility. My career took me to some pivotal moments over these years, like sharing the stage at the Academy Awards or rubbing shoulders with Sony's top engineers in Tokyo. When I reflect upon those moments, I realize that none of it would have been possible without the foundation laid here at PSG. Behind everyone's achievements, there are a whole army of people who make it happen. I am no exception. Teachers are an important part of this group, starting with my parents, who were also my first teachers in primary school. At every stage of my journey, I have been blessed with wonderful teachers and other mentors in school, in college, and my professional life. And it is their guidance that I carry with me even today. To the students of PSG who are here this evening, I want to leave you with a simple message. No matter where you are from, no matter your background, always work hard and consistent effort will pay off. Always keep learning, always evolve, and never be afraid to explore your interests, however niche they are. And remember, in the years ahead, soft skills will matter just as much, if not more than technical skills. You will learn the technical skills in the classroom, but you learn the soft skills outside of the classroom, if you keep your eyes and mind open. Your creativity in problem solving, ability to work with all kinds of people, and truly caring about your chosen profession will set you apart from others. Cultivate them with the same dedication as you cultivate your technical skills. On this momentous occasion of PSG's 75th year, I feel deeply honored to be part of this legacy of wholesome development of an individual to world-class leaders coming from this institution. Thank you once again for bestowing upon me this recognition, which I will cherish forever. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable experience with us. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee is a visionary leader in the world of wireless technology, Ms. Vanitha Kumar, a proud alumna of PSG College of Technology's ECE department. She went on to pursue her master's degree in electrical engineering from Northeastern University and has since dedicated over 25 years to advancing the wireless telecommunications industry. Today, she serves as Senior Vice President of Software Engineering at Qualcomm Technologies, California, USA, where she has made a lasting impact on the global technology landscape. Her remarkable journey has also been recognized through prestigious honors including the Global Semiconductor Alliance's Rising Women of Influence Award and the YWCA Twin Women in Tech Award. Your accomplishments reflect the values of PSG Tech, and we take immense pride in celebrating you, madam. To formally announce the Distinguished Alumnus Award, may I now request our principal to kindly read the citation for Ms. Vanitha Kumar.
PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, Distinguished Alumnus Award, awarded to Ms. Vanitha Kumar, Senior Vice President of Software Engineering, Qualcomm Technologies Incorporated, California, USA, to honor her trailblazing journey and pioneering contributions to wireless technology at Qualcomm as Senior Vice President, driving innovations across 5G, AI, automotive connectivity, and wireless technologies with 250 plus global patents, for advancing women in technology through Qualcomm's and GSA's leadership councils, and for her outreach through the Mathematicians Club, for impactful presence in global forums, and her role in shaping the future of technology, for a journey rooted in excellence with a deep commitment to innovation, inclusion, and dedication to empowerment of women, awarded on the occasion of Foundation Day on 3rd September 2025, signed by Managing Trustee and Chairman Governing Council.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami to present a shawl to Ms. Vanitha Kumar, and we have the honor of inviting our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Shashi Tharoor, to present the Distinguished Alumni Award. Please join me in applauding this remarkable achievement. May I now invite Ms. Vanitha Kumar to share her reflections with us.
Vanakkam. My warmest greetings to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, our guest of honor, Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami, our management trustee, Sri Gopalakrishnan, our principal, Dr. Prakasam, all the distinguished members of the PSG management, board of trustees, faculty, past and present, and our future leaders, our students. I am thrilled and thankful to be here for the Platinum Jubilee celebration. I'm kind of trying to take it all in, 75 years of educational excellence is really no small milestone at all, right? We are talking about generations of engineers, entrepreneurs, scientists who took their first steps towards success pretty much on these grounds, right? And to really think about that, that's like a huge deal. And that was very much the case for me as well. 35 years ago, I would say a very shy, starry-eyed teenager walked the corridors of this great institution for the very first time. To be very honest, she didn't quite want to be in Coimbatore at all, right? She actually wanted to be in Chennai, but she didn't quite get the branch she wanted there. She wanted to go to BITS Pilani, but parents said that was really too far away. But sometimes in life, right, the option that you think is really not so good for you, not just turns out to be good, but it turns out to be something that you exactly need. And that was exactly what happened to me. Of course, it took me many, many years to realize actually that. But it is in this great institution, I actually laid the foundations of my dreams. I would say dreams that were not even fully formed yet. It is here that I found my love for wireless technologies, software engineering. Alumni ma'am, I'm so happy to see here. Electronic circuits, நீங்க தான் எடுத்தீங்க, உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கான்னு தெரியல. And I was happy to, meet Dr. Kandaswamy today. He actually did, audio engineering. He wrote my letter of recommendation, when I applied abroad. So really very, very thankful for the faculty here, the professors I had here. And they really, inspired me. They taught me to really advocate for myself, to really dream big. And I would say even in the wildest of those dreams, I didn't quite expect to be standing here in front of all of you on this side of the stage, sharing the stage with such dignitaries. So for that, I really want to thank the PSG management for giving me this recognition, the faculty, and the Board of Trustees. And I have to thank, Dr. Krishnaveni ma'am, HOD ECE department, right? She really did an excellent job of kind of staying in touch, kind of keeping up with the work that I do and constantly kind of pulling me into, all the activities here. And I'm really so thankful for her. I also want to acknowledge, my parents who are actually here today. Really the amount of effort, energy, and the prayers that they have really poured into me really cannot be overstated at all. And I'm so thankful they are here. And, this whole thing, the fact that they are here makes this whole occasion that much more special to me. So thank you, Appa and Amma. And I really also want to thank my family, my sister, my husband, and my 2 kids who have always given me their, die-hard support. Well, there's only one thing that I want to share, one life lesson that I have learned that I want to share, with the students here. The world of technology changes really, really fast, right? By the time you graduate a few years from then, everything that you learn here could become obsolete. But the foundations, the analytical skills, right? Knowing how to learn, how to study, how to do the research, that will stay with you for life. So make sure you're committed to being a student for life, right? In the late 90s, it was the internet revolution, right? Late 2000s, it was the mobile revolution. And now it's the AI revolution. So you have to really keep up, whether you choose to stay in engineering, choose to become an entrepreneur, choose to go into marketing, advertising, doesn't matter. You have to stay on top of technology. And if you really want to solve all the challenges that Dr. Tharoor actually mentioned, it's really important that we stay up to date with what's happening and kind of stay ahead. So really commit to being a student for life. To all the faculty here, I do want to give an assurance. I know irrespective of how indifferent and careless we may seem on campus, trust me, we carry a piece of this place with us in our hearts forever. And every time we recollect our time here, it's always one of fondness and gratitude. And to the management team, I wish them great success with their grand mission, new vision, and the continuous cultivation of intellectual curiosity in young minds. So I'm very humbled to be accepting this award, not just on behalf of that clueless young teenager from 30 years ago, but also on behalf of the great class of 1994 who are so successful today as entrepreneurs and educators and tech executives and so much more. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your memorable experience. Our next awardee is a remarkable entrepreneur, visionary investor, and a proud alumnus of the production department of PSG College of Technology, Mr. Gauthaman Ranganathan. His journey spans over 2 decades across technology, business, and philanthropy. Beginning his career as a project associate at PSG, he went on to hold engineering leadership roles at Siemens and Oracle America, where he contributed to building large-scale enterprise storage infrastructure. Later, he ventured into entrepreneurship, establishing a world-class convention center in Bargur, India, while also managing successful real estate ventures in both India and the United States. PSG Tech takes pride in celebrating an alumnus whose contributions reflect innovations, enterprise, and social impact. To formally announce the Distinguished Alumnus Award, may I now invite our principal to kindly read the citation for Mr. Gauthaman Ranganathan.
PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, Distinguished Alumnus Award, awarded to Mr. Gauthaman Ranganathan, former Director, Oracle America Incorporated, angel investor and entrepreneur, California, United States of America, in honor of his leadership in enterprise infrastructure at Oracle, supporting global developer ecosystems, and for his entrepreneurial ventures in the US and in India, for his exemplary leadership and dedicated service as a trustee of the PSG Tech Alumni Foundation, for his efforts in advancing the foundation's mission through the expansion of merit and need-based scholarship programs, fostering stronger alumni relations and mobilizing resources for strategic institutional development, for his commitment to nurturing entrepreneurial communities, supporting startups through angel investing, and mentoring the next generation of innovators. Awarded on the occasion of Foundation Day on 3rd September 2025, signed by Managing Trustee and Chairman, Governing Council.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami to present a shawl to Mr. Gauthaman Ranganathan. Our chief guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, will now present the Distinguished Alumni Award to Mr. Ranganathan. Please join me in applauding this remarkable achievement. We now invite Mr. Gauthaman Ranganathan to share his journey with us.
Very emotional moment. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, respected guest of honor, Sri Lakshmi Narayana Swami, our esteemed chairman and founder trustee, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, respected managing trustee, Sri L. Gopalakrishnan, respected principal, Dr. Prakasan, my fellow distinguished alumni award recipients, esteemed faculty, students, alumni, and my dear family and friends. Good evening to every one of you. PSG Tech. நாம் ஜெயித்த பிறகு நம் வாழ்க்கையில் நிறைய பேர் வருவாங்க. ஆனால் நம் பெற்றோர்களுக்கு அடுத்து நாம் வெற்றி பெறணும் என்று மனதார நினைக்கும் இடம் இந்த PSG Tech தான். A sacred place where everyone wants us to win. And what a special evening this is. Foundation Day in the Platinum Jubilee year of PSG Tech and the centenary of PSG and Sons charities. I am deeply humbled and honored to receive this distinguished alumni award in such a historic milestone here. My heartfelt thanks to the jury and our management for this recognition. I dedicate this award to my parents, my mentors, and my batchmates. With gratitude, I thank my parents and family who brought me here. Appa amma nga vandirukanga. Nandri appa amma. I thank my teachers and mentors, especially late Sri C.R. Swaminathan, Though he is not with us today, his spirit and vision continue to guide us. We miss you, sir, and we honor your lasting legacy with gratitude. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to my professor and former principal, Dr. Radhakrishnan. For me, he has been my true PSG, instilling passion, offering support, and enabling growth, shaping my career and life with wisdom and encouragement. And I wish to specially acknowledge Dr. Nadarajan, our hostel warden, valued advisor, mentor, and dear friend. Together, the three of them have been a central force connecting alumni with our institution and building a vibrant global network, especially in the United States. Most importantly, my spouse, life partner, best friend, and mentor, Akila, also a PSG alumna and part of LinkedIn's founding team. She has guided and supported me in every step. She and our daughter are watching this live from California. Thank you both. During our college days in 1991, Sri G.R. Karthikeyan, then our managing trustee, now our respected chairman and founder trustee, was a true automobile enthusiast, much like our current managing trustee. He brought together students from across departments to exchange ideas, and I had the privilege of being part of the A team that attended one such meeting in his office. I still remember the green-colored prototype of the PSG car proudly displayed in our mechanic lab as it was being developed. As we celebrate the Platinum Jubilee of PSG Tech and the centenary of PSG and Sons charities, I believe new dreams can come true. Just as the PSG motor once empowered rural India, I hope PSG revives such pioneering initiatives, perhaps even a PSG nano electric vehicle symbolizing sustainable mobility. With PSG's expertise and passion for innovation, I am confident this vision can one day ride proudly on our roads. Now, a little about my journey. I come from a rural background. During my school days, I spent 3 to 4 hours every day on a crowded town bus just to reach the nearby town for my studies. By the time I returned home, there was little energy left for sports or extracurricular activities. Academics were my only focus. When I joined PSG Tech in 1991 as a hostler, suddenly I saw a world of opportunities. Clubs, playgrounds, and social service activities. Honestly, it felt like Patikata Mittai Kadaya Partha Madri. With the encouragement of my seniors and batchmates, I joined NSS and the Philately Club. Step by step, I overcame my shyness, first as class representative, then as joint secretary, and finally as secretary of NSS. I am deeply grateful to our NSS staff advisors, Dr. Jayakumar, Dr. Arumuganathan, and Dr. Kumaravel for believing in me. We organized several one-day NSS camps with meaningful social activities. In 1994, during our 10 days NSS camp at Chettipalayam, we expanded participation for the first time from 100 to 150 volunteers. We also introduced computer literacy in villages benefiting school students and local youth. With the 386 PCs generously loaned by our Triply HOD, Dr. Parnichami, we set up computer sessions. We also organized theme days like Women's Day, Farmers' Day, Medical Day, and Public Grievances Day. I still remember the suspense of whether the district collector, Sri Shivi Shankar, would come for the valedictory function. It took me 8 attempts to finally meet him. When I did, he immediately agreed. On August 21st, 1994, I rushed to Annachi Maligai Kadai at Chettipalayam, one of the few places with a dial phone, to check with the collector's office. Those days, no mobiles, only Annachi's mercy. The office staff calmly said, "Start the function on time, he will join." And sure enough, at exactly 9:40 a.m., just as we completed the Tamil Thai Varthu, the siren car arrived. Following his inspiring address, the district collector personally distributed ration cards and social benefits to the deserving families from the Public Grievances Day applicants. As I watched their faces light up, I felt in that very moment our efforts has truly touched lives in the most real way. That was when I knew we had accomplished something truly significant. That experience gave me the confidence to grow from being an individual contributor to managing global operations. And the foundation for that journey was laid right here at PSG Tech. Dear students, let me leave you with this thought. Make use of every opportunity. Explore, learn, fail, relearn, move on. College is your last launch pad before your career begins. Use it fully. PSG has always taught us not just academic excellence, but also strength of character. Be hungry to learn, be humble in success, hustle with resilience. Let this be your mantra. We often say coding is the future, but tech leaders remind us the future belongs to thinkers, not just coders. AI can already write and debug code, but AI cannot imagine, reason, or discover truths like the human mind can. So, to students, strengthen your foundation in physics, mathematics, and logic. Be curious about how the world works before trying to teach machines. Coders may write scripts, but thinkers will write the future. The world needs problem solvers, innovators, and leaders. Will you be one of them? As we proudly celebrate the PSG Tech's Platinum Jubilee, the North American PSG Tech Alumni Association is organizing a landmark continent-wide mega event with the support of 100+ dedicated volunteers across US and Canada. With an expected gathering of 1,200 to 1,500 alumni, this will be the largest celebration abroad, second only to the grand event at our campus in India. On behalf of North American PSG Tech Alumni Association, I warmly invite you and your families to join us in celebrating this historic milestone in the Bay Area, California, on April 11th, 2026. Thank you, GRK sir, for honoring the occasion with your presence and blessings. Thank you, PSG Tech, for giving us life and shaping who we are today. Nandri Vanakkam. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your nostalgic moments so lively. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee is a distinguished entrepreneur, business leader, and proud mechanical engineer alumnus of PSG College of Technology, Mr. Lakshmi Narasimha Murthy. With a career spanning over 25 years, he co-founded Niche Brains Techno Solutions, serving Fortune 500 clients such as Rolls-Royce Marines, Siemens Medical Instruments, and Zodiac Aerospace. Sir is also the co-founder of Niche Brains, India's first SME digital transformation platform, today valued at $10 million. Through his journey, he has mentored over 1,000 global executives, positively impacting 50 SMEs and created 150 jobs, leveraging innovative frameworks like his proprietary 5D digital transformational model. A recognized thought leader, Mr. Murthy has presented at premier forums, including the INSEED Singapore, CII chapters, and leading industry conferences, while also coaching senior leadership teams across top organizations. Sir, your remarkable success brings great honor and pride to the PSG Tech community. To formally present the Distinguished Alumnus Award, I request our principal to kindly read the citation.
PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, Distinguished Alumnus Award, awarded to Mr. Lakshmi Narasimhamurthy, co-founder and CEO of Niche Brains, Hyderabad, Telangana, India, in appreciation of his visionary path in digital innovation as co-founder of Niche Brains and Niche Bees, for building ventures that have generated employment, fostered inclusive hiring, and supported the sustainable growth of over 50 small and medium-sized enterprises, for mentoring over 1,000 global professionals, enabling digital growth for SMEs, and championing inclusive hiring, reflecting an inspiring journey from a small village to national impact, and standing as a true testament to his commitment to making technology accessible and inclusive for all. Awarded on the occasion of Foundation Day on 3rd September 2025, signed by Managing Trustee and Chairman, Governing Council.
I now call upon our guest of honor and our chief guest to present a shawl and the award to Mr. Lakshmi Narasimhamurthy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating his outstanding achievement. Let us now listen to the words from Lakshmi Narasimhamurthy, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Ellorukkum vanakkam. My warm greetings to our chief guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Honorable Member of Parliament, our guest of honor, Shri Dr. Lakshmi Narayana Swamy, our beloved and respectful Chairman, G.R. Karthikeyan sir, and our beloved current trustee, Shri L. Gopalakrishnan sir, our principal, Prakashan sir, and my fellow distinguished alumni awardees, and my respectful and ever-loving teachers and professors, the Alumni Selection Committee, and my 92-year batchmates who are here and also watching live, my friends, staff, and current students. I am honored to be here, but I'm also nervous. I must admit that I'm not yet successful. I see this as one milestone in much larger journey and with more responsibility. Success to me is never a destination, it's a continuous journey. And today, while I accept this award, I humbly remind these words again to me. I am filled with emotions of happiness and anxiety, the same mix of emotions some 34 years back when I traveled first time from a small village, Inamagaram, near Chennai, along with my father and a small trunk. And the same emotion I'm carrying today. Standing here, receiving this honor, I find myself not what I have accomplished, but the extraordinary people who made this possible. First and foremost, to my father, who told me that I am not giving you any wealth, or physical asset, but only education. What you make it out of it is up to you. These words shaped my path. As Thiruvalluvar said, Magan Thandaikku Aatrum Udavi, Ivan Thandai Ennotran Kol Enum Sol. Though he is not with me here today, I am happy to have fulfilled some of his wishes. Taking a moment to thank him for teaching me how to dream, and not just how to dream, but building a platform for me to pursue it. I bow in gratitude to my mother. I'm very happy that she is here today witnessing this momentous occasion. She has always been a pillar of strength, reminding me that in every challenges, in every constraint, there is an opportunity to grow stronger. Her blessings continue to guide me. And my two sisters, with their love and support, they have helped me shape who I am today. Though my father is not here today, but he ensured that I am with the fifth brother safely. And for me, PSG is more than an institution. PSG has been in each and every moment of my life since 1992 August. I'm grateful to my professors who have shaped in way beyond more than any means. The first day of the college, when I'm late by 1 minute, Natarajan sir made me wait outside for 10 minutes to make sure that I come on time, the value of time. Our tutors, Mr. Professor V. Ramachandran and Lakshmikantan sir, though we are from village and Tamil medium, ensured that we transition that from a village life to get ourselves adjusted to the college life by making sure that how to talk, how to present ourselves, how to dress, these small things they taught us. Professor Gandhimani sir, who is not here today, he advised us, whatever you did 12 purely academically focused, it's not enough. You need to go beyond academics, pursue sports, pursue extracurricular activities. That shaped us from normal engineers who can code or do work to a wholesome human being. Taila ma'am, who spent more time than what it is required to guide us and teach us, more than selfless service in terms of guiding us and teaching us to know more about it. My guide and also my Mechanical Engineering Association President, Mr. Dr. Vijayarangan sir, who gave me all the freedom to pursue the project under his guidance. Thank you, sir. And being in Tamil medium, when we were struggling to get a job, in failing in group discussions or talking to people, Dr. Mohan Ram sir, who was a placement coordinator, helped us to arrange how to talk in English, how to have a body language expression. These were small things, the professors of this college. And a special thanks to Dr. Nair sir, who ensured that whenever we are just loitering around the college, ensure that we go to the college library and read something. And also my mentor and my advisor, Dr. Natarajan, Warden sir, who ensure that we are disciplined always. So the leadership skills, the decision making, organization building were not just taught in the classrooms of PSG, but also been extended beyond imagination through various activities like NCC, NSS, clubs, and even in NMBs and Palamudir Nilayam, which is great places for us to learn how to build it. PSG taught me how to be a competitor without stress, how to be a disciplined person without force, how to be an excellence without ego. So though we have graduated from this college, our connection with PSG never ended. Destiny brought 4 PSG alumni from the same batch, my batchmates Sanjeev, Rahanesh and John, and founded a company generating employment for more than 150 people from tier 2 and tier 3 cities who can't even speak English when they join. As the Kural says, Udukkai Irandavan Kaipol, Ange Irukan Kalaivadam Natpu. They are there for me in thick and thin. And our friendship withstood test of times thanks to the values of PSG instilled in us. And this award, though it's given to me, I truly believe this award also belongs to them. I'm taking a moment to request Sanjeev, John and Rahanesh to stand for a few seconds in acknowledgement for it. Please Sanjeev, John and Rahanesh, they're all PSG alumni of 96 batch, and we have together built 2 ventures, and I dedicate this to them. Thank you. 92 BM mechanical batchmates, you're there, you're my strength, and you are with me in good and bad times always. Thank you, guys. I'm deeply grateful for all the friends who are here, my batchmates, my seniors, who ensure that though they are busy with their business, they are here to cheer me. Thank you all, buddies. My colleagues in Niche Bees and Niche Brains, this award belongs to you too. Together, we strive to create value for the customers we serve and changing the landscape of small and medium enterprises in India in the fast-growing economy, because the future of economy in India is going to be SME. And I'm really blessed that we are being a part of it in a small way. Monuments, the beautiful buildings, stands the test of time, not because just what we see outside, but the foundation it has created. And to me, behind every achievement, as they say, there is a woman. And this foundation for me is my wife, Sandhya. She has been stood by my side, managing the family and children with grace while I went on to build the business. Thank you, my dear. I accept this award with full of gratitude and with one belief that success is not a destination, but it's a journey. This recognition is a key milestone, a small station along the way, but an important one that gives escape velocity for us to aim higher, move to the next orbit for impacting, learning, and contribution. In closing, I'm really deeply grateful, and I'm reminded of two things. As one quote by Paulo Coelho, who says that if you really want to achieve something, the whole world conspires in helping you to achieve. And I have been a true testament for this. Whenever I wished, the whole world of my friends, my family, and the college has been supporting me in always. That is because when we started our second venture, my friend, who did not even blink an eye and who cut the first check, who's not here, he's Ravi, and he's based out of US. And these are small moments that is created by PSG for me. And for the new students who are going to be the engineers and future leaders, I want to leave it with one. Aim high and be strong in your conviction of pursuing the dream. Nothing is impossible. And again, I thank the managing trustee and my Hyderabad Alumni Association team for nominating for this, and also the selection committee for bestowing this award. And thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
That was a splendid sharing, sir. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the next awardee is an accomplished technology leader and proud alumna of the Department of Computer Applications of PSG Tech, Ms. Kavita Krishnan. As the CTO of the SAP Customer Innovation Services, Madam has spearheaded transformative work in AI, IoT, machine learning, and metaverse, holding over 27 patents and driving enterprise innovation with global impact. Her remarkable contributions have earned her prestigious recognitions, including the NASSCOM Innovator Award for Women in Tech, Globant Women That Build Award, SAP Grand Champions Innovation Awards, and the DE&I in Tech Leadership Award by Analytics India magazine. Madam has also mentored more than 50 engineers, built high-performing innovation teams, and delivered AI-driven solutions showcased in Forbes and Future of Work Trends 2024. Beyond technology, Ms. Krishnan has been a passionate advocate for social impact, mentoring girls in STEM and developing cognitive apps for children with autism, proving that innovation can transform both business and society. Her guiding philosophy, great products, great teams, great impact, reflects her inspiring journey. PSG Tech takes immense pride in celebrating your success, which is a true embodiment of your dedication, vision, and excellence. And now, to formally present the Distinguished Alumnus Award, I request our principal to kindly read the citation.
PSG College of Technology, Coimbatore, Distinguished Alumnus Award awarded to Ms. Kavita Krishnan, Chief Technology Officer, Customer Innovation Services, SAP Labs, Bengaluru, India, in recognition for the transformative leadership as CTO at SAP Customer Innovation Services, leading breakthrough work in AI, IoT, and the metaverse, for holding 27 plus patents, mentoring several engineers into successful data science careers, and driving enterprise innovation with global reach, for championing inclusive leadership, university engagement, and ecosystem development, for being a passionate advocate for women in technology and being a recognized leader on the global stage, honored with prestigious accolades, including NASCOM and Globant Awards, awarded on the occasion of Foundation Day, 3rd September 2025, signed by Managing Trustee and Chairman, Governing Council.
I now request our guest of honor to present a shawl to Ms. Kavita Krishnan, and I have the pleasure of requesting Dr. Sashi Tharoor to do the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding her remarkable achievements. We are privileged to welcome Ms. Kavita Krishnan to share a few words with us.
Good evening. I know it's quite late, the last one, so bear with me for a few more minutes. Dear Chief Guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Guest of Honor, Shri D. Lakshmi Narayan Swami, Shri G.R. Karthikeyan, Managing Trustee during my period when I was in this college, and now as Chairman. Your energy is contagious, sir, at this age. Shri L. Gopalakrishnan, our Managing Trustee, Dr. K. Prakashan, our Principal. Big gratitude to my teachers who taught me and who are here. I would like to name Dr. Nadarajan sir, who's more than a teacher and more of a family, I would say. Dr. A. Shankar sir, Dr. Navneethan sir, Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Pai ma'am, Dr. Anita ma'am, Dr. Manwalan sir, and Dr. Chitra, who's my recent addition to the list. And to my fellow alumni staffs and students. It is an honor to be back at PSG College of Technology and receive this distinguished alumni award. This moment fills me with gratitude for PSG, which gave me the tools and the confidence to dream. For my parents, who made education possible when it wasn't common for girls in my family. For my husband, who has been my anchor through every challenge, who's here. And also to my daughter, who gave me patience and grace. And for my mentors, who guided me at the right time. No one succeeds alone. We all stand on the shoulders of those who lift us up. My journey is proof of the power of a strong support system. Receiving this award today is not just recognition for me, but a celebration of the values and foundation PSG has given me. Coming here truly feels like life has come the full circle. More than academics, PSG gave me something bigger, the confidence to dream differently and the courage to pursue it. It gave me the tools not just to build a career, but also to build a mindset to keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep daring. That spirit shaped my journey from sitting in these very halls to now serving as CTO, which was never in my bucket list. My career has not been a straight line. It has been built on curiosity, resilience, and the courage to chase what I loved, even when the path wasn't clear. Today, in my current role, I focus on building technology that matters, solutions that are impactful at scale, leveraging AI and innovations. The titles and technologies are only outcomes. The real driver has always been passion. When your passion aligns with your purpose, success follows. When you enjoy what you do, work no longer feels like work. The education here at PSG gives you the tools, but it is your passion, your curiosity, and how you choose to spend your time, which is limited, that will ultimately define what you create. We are at the dawn of a new era. Many fear AI will replace us. I see it differently. AI is not our rival, it is our collaborator. AI is not about replacing people, it's about amplifying human creativity and potential. The future will not be shaped by machines alone, but by humans with machines combining our creativity and empathy with technology to solve problems that truly matter. As I accept this award, I know it carries a responsibility to give back, to invest in the next generation of innovators, to mentor, to create opportunities, and to build communities that thrive on knowledge and courage. And so, I leave you with this thought: all glory starts from daring to begin. Thank you, PSG Tech, for nurturing countless beginners, including my own. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your lovely speech. PSG and Sons Charities and PSG College of Technology express their congratulations with pride to the distinguished awardees of Foundation Day 2025, wishing them continued success, and we sincerely thank our chief guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Honorable Member of Parliament, for honoring them today. To mark this historic milestone, may I now request our chairman, G.R. Karthikeyan sir, our chief guest, guest of honor, awardees and principal to kindly come together for a grand group photograph. This flash will be a cherished reminder of our collective journey and etched in our history, honoring the vision of our founders. Let's give a big round of applause as the photo is being taken.
Thank you, dignitaries, for the kind gesture. As we conclude this memorable occasion, let us remember the words of Helen Keller. As we conclude this memorable occasion, let us remember the words of Helen Keller: alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. To acknowledge the efforts, presence, and contributions that made this occasion a memorable one, I now invite Dr. C.G. Sivakumar, Head of the Department of Civil Engineering, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to deliver the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion, the Foundation Day of PSG College of Technology 2025. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our respected chief guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor, Honorable Member of Parliament for Thiruvananthapuram and Chairman, Parliamentary Committee on External Affairs, Government of India. Sir, your thought-provoking address, eloquence, and presence have enriched this celebration and left an indelible mark on our minds. Thank you for honoring us with your presence and insights. Sir, your presence here today has added a rare distinction to our celebration. Your words, laced with wisdom, wit, and vision, have not just addressed us, but truly inspired us. You reminded us that education is not merely about information, but about transformation. Not about filling minds, but about igniting them. Thank you, sir. We sincerely thank the office of Dr. Shashi Tharoor, both in Delhi and in Thiruvananthapuram, for their kind coordination and support.
We are thankful to our guest of honor, respected Sri D. Lakshminarayana Swami, Trustee, SNR Sons Charitable Trust, Coimbatore. Sir, your gracious presence and support have added immense value to this day. We are deeply grateful. We extend sincere thanks to our visionary leaders, respected Sri G.R. Karthikeyan Sir, Chairman, PSG Institutions, and respected Sri L. Gopalakrishnan Sir, Managing Trustee, PSG and Sons Charities, whose commitment and leadership continue to shape PSG Tech's legacy. A moment of recognition is due to our distinguished awardees who were felicitated today. We thank you for being here and inspiring us all. A special note of appreciation to the press and media for sharing our celebration with the wider world. I also extend our special thanks to all dignitaries, guests, members of the PSG family, and trust board members who have taken the time to join us today. Thanks to our respected principal, Dr. K. Prakasan, and all the committees. As we commemorate another milestone in the history of PSG College of Technology, let us carry forward the legacy with renewed passion, purpose, and pride. On behalf of PSG College of Technology, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you for being a part of this significant occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे